you recently published a video criticizing Governor Ron DeSantis for banning pro-Palestinian groups from college campuses. You called it a First Amendment violation. That group, the Students for Justice in Palestine, they sympathized with Hamas, which is obviously a terrorist organization. And we've seen examples of anti-Semitism at these protests across the country. So at what point does free speech become hate speech?
So hate speech is the expression of an opinion. And all opinions, no matter how heinous, are protected. That's my view. It's the way the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution works. The right answer to bad speech or bad opinions isn't censorship. It's more speech. So I've said this countless times. I mean, those pro-Palestinian groups say some pretty boneheaded things. It doesn't make any sense to blame Israel for the attack on Israel. I think much of it is outright anti-Semitic. I think a symptom of a deeper void of purpose in our country, especially amongst young people. But the right answer isn't to censor that. It's to allow for free speech and open debate.
So if you're openly calling for violence through speech, that is protected in your eyes?
I apply the same standard the Supreme Court does. If it's protected under our Supreme Court's canon, then it's protected speech, then the government can't ban. Specific incitements to violence are not protected speech, but anything that is the expression of an opinion is protected speech. That's the hallmark of the First Amendment. The expression of an opinion is protected.
Gotcha. So obviously we're seeing not just Governor DeSantis, we're seeing Senator Tim Scott say that we should remove Pell Grants for the universities that allow these campuses to have these organizations. We're seeing former President Trump say that he wants to cancel student visas for international students who are seen protesting, empathizing or sympathizing with Hamas. Do you think this attack on free speech is coming from both? You've said many times it's coming from the left. Is it coming from the right as well?
Look, I think the left has been very guilty of supposedly the left that once cared about free speech has totally abandoned it. And in recent years, I think conservatives have been correct to take up the cause of free speech on a wide range of issues that I share the same convictions as a conservative myself. But I do worry that some conservatives may have a knee-jerk response to censoring speech they don't like, and I think we need to be very careful not to give into that temptation. That's not America. That's not how we win. We win on the merits, and that's not a politically popular position for me to take right now, but it's a principled one. And I do think that if we live in a country where the government can decide what speech it does and doesn't permit, the rest of it really doesn't matter. I don't think we have a country left.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.